It's day 2 of our Liberty Bowl coverage here in Manhattan. We're coming at you from the Media Hotel as we spoke with the K-State defense and the Navy offense today as we prepare for the Liberty Bowl. From GoPowerCat.com, I'm Riley Gates, and this is your Sunday Press Pass brought to you by our friends at Robbins Motor Company in Manhattan. Well, for about 1 month now, the talk has been about K-State defending the option and Malcolm Perry from Navy. The Navy offense is #1 in the country in rushing, averaging over 300 yards per game on the ground, and the Wildcats know that their defense is going to have to be very assignment sound when it comes to stopping the option, or it could be a long day in the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah, they just do a really good job at getting people out of alignment, and so you see the teams that they've been able to have a lot of success against is they're getting guys out of gaps. People are overrunning the ball. Their quarterback makes a lot of people miss, so missed tackles and bad angles by guys on defense. They'll allow you to stay in the game a little bit here and there, but then it just takes one guy to miss a key, and then all of a sudden it's an explosive play for a touchdown. So I think they do a really good job of just really perfecting their craft, and for us it just means that we're going to have to be really disciplined this game. There's not going to be a whole lot of room for error like there is maybe more so in other games, and so that's just the challenge. Is the triple option is tough. There's just so many ways that they can get you, and we're just going to have to bring our A game.
Yeah, it's definitely very weird. It's definitely something that you don't see a lot in college football, but kind of brings back high school memories, just because you're from Kansas, right? I mean almost every single high school football team in Kansas runs a triple option offense, so it wasn't a problem for me at all adjusting to it. I've seen it before. I saw it all 4 years in high school, so I'd say I'm really prepared and ready and excited for it.
Watching your keys and running, these guys can fast. They know what they're doing. With this triple option offense, they're the best at running it, I think. Out of all the teams that I've seen run that offense, they do a good job, and with the cut blocks and their positioning, they're scrappy. They like to fight, and that's the way that offense is successful,
It is quarterback Malcolm Perry for the Midshipmen that makes that machine go. The #1 rushing offense in the country is led by Perry, who keeps the ball on the ground more than he puts it in the air. However, he still does have a tendency to throw it if he needs to, and the Wildcats know they have to respect all parts of his game in the Liberty Bowl.
His quickness. He's got great lateral ability to move. His decision-making is very good, for an option team to do the things they do and not put the ball on the ground very often. We're hoping to see the ball on the ground a lot. If it was raining like this, it'd be an okay thing for us, on defense. But he's a guy that runs that offense very smoothly. He's a good athlete, and really just his ability to make people miss. And it's such a game that gets you so many one-on-one tackles, because you got a guy running the pitch, you got a guy that tackled the dive that doesn't have the ball, and then he's got it. Now if it's a one-on-one, he's got the ability to break some.
He's smart about what he does. He reads his keys right, looking at film. So at the same time, he's their guy, So hats off to him.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Watching film on the past few games that they played. The first drive, it's usually the first drive is where they come out with a pass just to keep us on our toes and keep us aware, that they not only run the ball but they are capable of passing it too. So definitely prepared, for the pass and run, equally. Definitely the run is definitely the main thing that we're concerned about right now. And I think we've had a lot of reps, a lot of good repetitions at it, and I think we're ready for it.
That #1 rushing offense in the country comes into this game knowing that it is going to get all it can handle from Scottie HAZELTON and the defensive unit of the Wildcats. Navy knows that Scottie HAZELTON will have this team ready from his previous experiences coaching against the triple option, and they know that the Wildcats aren't going to go down without a fight, and knowing that they cannot just walk into this one and just take it from the Wildcats.
Well, their entire defense. These guys are very, very tough, and they're very, very physical. I don't know Coach Kleiman at all personally, or Coach HAZELTON, but I did meet Coach Matt Ince, that's at North Dakota State right now. Those guys are all the same. They all look the same. The kind of guy you want to go in a bar fight with, So we know what we're going up against. Very, very tough. They're very physical, very, very disciplined. So we understand what we're walking into. We're prepared, and we're a physical football team. We pride ourselves on being physical. Again, it's going to be a short game, like we said, but it's going to be a very, very physical game, very tough game. Our guys are up for it, and we're ready to play.
Their speed, for sure. They have some good size, but the thing that pops out the most on film is definitely their speed.
Well, they're all good football players, but for us, when we go back to what we do on offense and why we do what we do on offense, again, you're going to have teams that have great defensive ends, great linebackers, great nose guard, great guy in the secondary. But what we do on offense, it limits what they can do. Because, again, it's assignment football. So you might have that great defensive end who's a great pass rusher, but against us it's going to be, oh, man, I have to sit here and have to take the fullback, take the quarterback, and that, again, to do that over and over again, sometimes guys get frustrated with doing that in the game. Then they decide to, I'm going to do my own thing, and when they do, there goes the fullback. So, again, we always go back to what we do on offense and how that helps us against those great players. So we try to limit those guys and what they can do, try to give them more to look at, far as their assignments. Because, again, we know that they're going to be taught certain things all week long in practice and told certain things. But we want to come into the game, see what they're doing. Then we will adjust and try to put those specific guys in binds. Hey, make them think more than just their one specific assignment. Make them think about, getting blocked from a guy on the outside. So it's always our mindset, to take those great players, make them one-dimensional, and that helps us overall.
That'll do it for day 2 of our coverage of the Liberty Bowl from here in Memphis. We'll be back tomorrow after talking to Chris Kleiman and Ken Niumatalolo from Navy as we get one step closer to the Liberty Bowl. From GoPowerCat.com, I'm Riley Gates. Thank you for watching.